Hey, good morning, my friends. It is Hammer. I am here today, Wednesday, August 28th, 2024. I, of course, with Originator Success, here with your daily mortgage rate update, the only place on the web where you guys get to join me live each and every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, broadcasting to you on YouTube and Facebook. If you would like a reminder, a text reminder that I am going live, if you'd like to be reminded, I don't even know where my phone is. That's why I hate my phone. If you would like a little notification that I'm going live, go ahead and sign up at hmmr.io/reminder, or take your phone and use this cool QR code. And if you're on your phone now, you can go back to your computer later and sign up for text alert. Be reminded that I am going live if you would like to join me. Remember, we do this each day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I got to look at my flights on Friday morning. I'm going to be on the plane Friday morning. We'll see how that goes. So anyway, if you're watching on the replay, don't forget to give me a hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know that you were here, whether you're on YouTube or on Facebook. It really does make a difference. Also, if you're on Facebook, don't forget to smash that like button, tag an LO friend, maybe share this post in a group. Also, if you're on YouTube, subscribe, click that thumbs up that's down there. Appreciate that. All those little things do help. So a couple of other cool things. If you'd like to sign up for our written lock advice, you can do so at www.ratelockadvice.com. I write you an email each and every weekday morning and let you know what's going on in the markets. Feel free to take that information, use it any way that whatever, if it helps you, helps your business, you've got my blessing. Also, if you'd like to sign up for our text alerts, they're at www.raytextalerts.com. A month, be to join. Your success, find out how we help you get loans from Google and social media. Here's a quick little ditty that I got yesterday from one of our members that came in on my Facebook, Messenger. In the last 24 hours, I've gotten 2 leads from Google Refinance from LA, who's refinancing in Georgia. I don't know what y'all do, but it's fantastic. And there you go. And there you are. So I send the sauce, baby. Secrets in the sauce. If you'd like to find out more about how we can help you to get business like that, check us out at originatorssuccess.com, and we will show you that and help you to do that. So in the meantime, let me go ahead and say hi to all the live folks here this morning. Let's turn on the chat overlay. Let's say hi to all of my friends. Who do we got here this morning? Mr. Mike Tebow, first one here to say hello. Good morning, sir. Great to have you here, my friend. Mandy Kangas, good morning. Great to see you here. Angela Walters, Mallory Fotiades. Mallory, I don't have that twang that you got going, but I do have my phone program with all my Southern sayings. It's pretty easy to get Apple to say y'all. Anyway, Mike Brown, good morning, sir. Great to have you here. Michael Love, great to have you here. I'm going to turn the things on the bottom off. I don't want those on right now. There we go. All right, let me go back to my chat. Who else we got going on here? Mr. Dan Crowley. Dan, did you get my friend? Hope that things are going well in your world. I know that you're still cleaning up all that mess. Carly, good morning. Ron Siegel said, today is National Red Wine Day. How many of y'all out there like them spoiled grapes? Let me know in the comments. What's your favorite spoiled grape flavor? I do not like wine. Not a wine drinker at all. Not red, not white. Don't like wine. Let me know in the comments. What kind of wine do you like? Do you like white wine, red wine? Are you a wine connoisseur? Ron, you're a California boy, so I know you have. I think it's like a national, or I think a state mandate that you have to drink wine, being that y'all have Napa out there. Good morning, Ms. Brandy Brickler, Yasmin Martin, Alan Christian. Good morning, sir. You are the man. I'm not the man. You're the man. Mallory Fotiades is laughing. Monica Dinkins, it's great to have you here. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the good stuff while y'all tell me. And the question of the day, let me throw it on here real quick, is do you drink wine? Are you a wine person? What do you drink? I skipped the spoiled grapes. I'm going to put a little emoji in there. Oops, wrong one. Here we go. Okay. All right. Bear with me a minute. It takes me a second to pop this on there. So the question of the day, are you a wine person and what do you drink? Put it in the comments. I want to know. As for me, I skip the spoiled grapes. Not really my thing. I like ciders. I like the sweet stuff. So, all right, quick recap. What happened yesterday? And by the way, there's a format to why I'm doing these. I want to really tighten this up a little bit. I keep my show long because y'all join me live and we talk and all those kinds of things. But I do want to keep a format for those that are watching. So yesterday's recap, we floated. Here's what happened. After some weakness to start the day, things did improve on the day. Bonds actually started to improve. I'll show you the screen in a minute, but bonds did improve through the day as the day went on, and a handful of lenders did reprice better. Let me know in the comments if you got to reprice better, by the way. Saw about 20 of them coming through MBS Live, which is where a lot of the users, they mark it when they get reprices better. So it's a pretty good source. But I did not see necessarily a lot of repricing better. Let me go here. Let's see, share screen. We're going to do this. Let's do this side by side and pop this here. Come on. Okay. All right. So that doesn't show you much of nothing. Hold on. Let me move this a little bit more. I got to play with this a little bit. There we go. Okay. So yesterday, I should put this on a 2-day so we can see it a little clearer. You could see that yesterday we started out the day just a little bit of losses earlier in the morning right here. And then it just steadily improved as the day went on, just kind of improved. Why? Not a big reason. Just general movement, not really any whatever. Rate sheets today, though, should be slightly improved. We're making small baby steps, really, really small baby steps, but we have recovered yesterday's slight weakness. If we look at this in the 5-day format, let me go ahead and put this full screen because I want you guys to be able to see this a little clearer. So hold on, let's pop this on. So if we take a look here at the 5-day, you can see that this is today right here. We're kind of tweaking down a little bit, but don't worry, that's not a big deal. So we lost a little bit of ground yesterday morning. We were right by here when we talked about what was going on in the morning, prices came out. And then since then, we kind of improved a little bit. We're up higher here. So we're around 101.01. Yesterday when pricing came out, we were around 100.85 maybe. You can see here around 10 a.m. It's a good mark for when most lenders start setting pricing. So we're up about 15 basis points. Again, you're not going to see huge changes here on the rate sheet side, but they have improved. We went from 6.58. Look at this just gradual, 5.6, 5.3, 4.9, 4.6, 4.8, 4.4, 4.3, 4.2. Today we'll be at like 6.41. I mean, like these are very, very tiny baby steps, but that's why, back a couple of days ago, a week ago, I had been talking about locking what was going on. And then we went to cautiously floating. And that's kind of where we're at now, is still that cautiously floating state. So let me pull up the rest of what we got going on here. So anyway, quick recap what happened yesterday. Rate sheets today slightly improved, small baby steps, but recovered yesterday's slight weakness. Reprice risk on the day is low. It's very unlikely that we have to worry about seeing lenders put in a position where they will reissue pricing. Today brings a whole lot of nothing. It's a big nothing burger. Couple of you got Bostic talking later tonight. Waller already talked earlier this morning. But basically only the 5-year treasury auction this afternoon, and that's not going to make a lick of difference to bonds or rates today. Nothing that you got to worry about with that. It's going to be a very quiet day. As far as the overall outlook, rates are looking like they will end the week. Remember, we're going to get the PCE inflation data at the end of this week, and it's not likely to make a huge difference. We did not see a strong reaction to the CPI inflation data, as not nearly as strong as we have seen. And it's not going to make a big reaction to the PCE data this week, but it does look like we're going to end the week slightly better heading into the holiday weekend. Remember, we are going into Labor Day, and things will get kind of quiet. Lenders will be a little bit conservative on Friday when it comes to pricing, but you're also going to see some money being parked. Remember, we're also coming up at the end of the month, so you get some end-of-month trading, things that are going to happen. You can just get, just a little bit of movement and volatility, but overall, looks like we're going to end the week a little bit better than what we started it. Now, next week brings more jobs data, and we're going to get JOLTS, we're going to get ADP, we're going to get, of course, the same weekly labor, jobless claims, unemployment claims that we get every week. But the big one, of course, on September 6th, next week, about 10 days from now, is going to be the next BLS jobs report. Weak data could help rates improve ahead of the Fed meeting. Strong data won't hurt as much as markets are going to pull a little Taylor Swift and shake it off, shake it off. Yeah, that's about the best I got for you. So I'm not really too worried about floating into it. When we take a look, I'm going to bounce over to this screen and show y'all. Every time I change these certain things, the thing on the bottom changes, which is kind of annoying. So when we take a look here, I mean, when we look at Fed futures right now, it's basically a 2-to-1 expectation that we're only going to see a quarter point rate cut. If that jobs data were to come in really weak, we're going to see this expectation of a quarter point rate cut fall and the expectation of a half point rate cut rise. If the data came in strong, we'll see this fall a little bit and this rise, but that's not really going to hurt rates too much. Not really a lot at all. And remember, when it came to the actual, here, let me plop some of this out of the way. Remember right here, this was the jobs data previously. Now look at the way that we had gained ground heading into that jobs data, right? Look at how, and you remember why? Well, that was because we had a little thing called the Fed meeting, and that was right around here. When was the last Fed meeting? I think it was right around then, right? Wasn't that July, the end of July? And yeah, it would put us about 6 weeks. Yeah. So we had that Fed meeting. It helped kind of launch us into where we got into that jobs data. We saw a strong overreaction to the jobs data. Things got crazy exuberant, and then they lost ground. And then you could see we actually lost a little ground after that jobs data. Since then, we've seen a steady, gradual improvement in bonds, which of course has lowered rates, right? So we've seen this drop down. We've seen this come up. I'm going to go ahead and switch the question of the day and the comment down at the bottom to the lock advice. So if you haven't, let me know, are you a wine person? What do you drink? And me, I skipped spoiled grapes. Not my thing. I'm not really big on them. So I'm going to switch that out for the lock advice so you guys to get that instead. Come on, there you go. Okay. So taking a look here, look at this. I mean, you could see this trend, see this movement upwards and the trend we've got here going on. That's really, really great. Also, now it won't let me move the, nope, I got to refresh this. Hold on. I wanted to show you the 10-year treasury yield. We'll show you that real quick. Taking a look here, you can see that same thing. Look at the 10-year treasury yield. If we look at it for a month, it'll make it a little bit clear. It's not a huge move lower, but it is gradual moving down. And this is actually one of the best things we could see is gradual movement. It's good for rates. It's good for it staying down. It points to it staying down and that kind of a thing. So we see this dropping down and we get it there. So anyway, the outlook, rates are looking like they will end the week slightly better heading into the holiday. And I think that next week with the jobs data, we've got a pretty good shot. So the advice remains as it is down there, cautiously float. Now, as we get closer to the 6th, loans that close near term, they have to decide if they're going to take that risk floating into the data. Because if we tend to get knee-jerk reactions to the jobs data, right? So, but as we're slowly improving pricing over the last few days, and there's been very little risk of pullback. Remember, a couple weeks ago, I was in a locking stance because we were seeing more volatility and it looked like things were creeping higher before they moved lower. Then that started to turn. And so the reaction has been very much that we're floating and it's there. So I see a lot of people, by the way, fighting consumers. People are talking about when the Fed cuts rates in September, mortgage rates will drop. Number one, yes, I have taught you guys that, of course, mortgage rates have already reacted to the idea of those September rate cuts. We've already seen that priced in. However, that doesn't mean that when the Fed cuts rates in September, we won't see mortgage rates react positively and improve. In fact, we likely will. It's not because of what that brings in September and what happens in September. It's because of the expectation of what that does through the rest of the year and the idea of, cementing the idea that we'll see a full point in rate cuts by the end of the year, where that brings us heading into January, into March, into May. All right. The idea of where we think rates are going to settle in, markets currently pricing this Fed funds rate, finding its neutral rate, as they call it, around 3.5%. So don't fight that, especially on social media. Remember, your job on social media, I know you want to educate and all that stuff, but you guys are salespeople. You got to get loans. So don't fight somebody. You can say to them, hey, you're right. When the Fed cuts rates in September, we may see mortgage rates drop. You don't have to tell them why and go into all that. You don't necessarily just go with it, people. Go with it. Don't fight it. Don't try so hard. Well, the Fed doesn't set mortgage rates, and you got to persuade. Go with that. You don't have to fight everybody. So, as far as your comments, let me know what you guys think. I love your chats. Let's see what y'all are drinking these days. Yasmin says no red wine for her. She's a Moscato woman. Moscato's a little bit sweeter, right? My wife will drink Moscato. So that's how I think I know about that. Moscato's a white wine, right? Dan said no to wine, but yes to gin. Dan, are you a gin guy? Do you like, is it Henrik's? Henrik's gin? Henderson? Henrik. I think it's Henrik's. I'm not a gin guy. I'm a vodka guy. Tom Deadmore is a bourbon guy. We'll do both red and white in a pinch. And Ron Siegel, I have a collection of over 200 bottles of wine, red wine, 95% red from Paso Robles. Austin Hope Cabernet is one of your favorite. I knew you'd be that. Christina, when you say don't sell rates, I am going to fight that tooth and nail. You absolutely want to sell rates. That's what people want to buy. Sell rates, people. Sell them. You gotta sell them what they want, and then give them what they need and help them to get, improve their life through better, stuff with that. But sell them. Anthony, good morning, sir. Brandy's laughing. Monica is not a wine person. She's a tequila girl, but she'll drink red wine. It's not too sweet. See, I love sweet. Christina is Moscato. She likes that sweet wine as well. Deb, it looks like you are a red wine gal for sure. It says there, it's speaking emojis. Jill loves cabs and red blends. So anyway, all right, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up. 17 minutes in, you know me, do you guys mind that the show is this long? I mean, there's 30 people on right now. I often wonder, I'm like, I could do these in like 8 minutes and make them shorter, but then it wouldn't be interactive. And I think my goal is to have lots and lots and lots of people on live. And I don't care if people watch the replay. If you watch the replay, great. But short is good for replays. Nathan Einkorn, good morning. I sell rates. And if you want to know a man who knows how to sell, you talk to Nathan Einkorn. Absolutely. Right, Nathan? You got it, dude. No fighting, them's fighting words. Yeah, Jack. Well, that's all right. Believe me, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's conflict. I love me some conflict. So, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. I ask this periodically. I like to be reassured. Do you guys like the length and the casual conversation? I figure if you're joining live, this show's for you, right? Anyone watches on the replay and it's too long, well, too bad. They can fast forward through. But I like the live aspect. I like that we run about 20 minutes. To me, I just think that it's a good way for us to have our day and start our morning. So Ron said his show is 56 minutes, new audience every 5 minutes. Wow, that's crazy, Ron. That's crazy. Christina likes the long format. So all the rest of you, let me know in the comments. All right, my friends. I got to see what time my flight is on Friday, but I'll be around tomorrow for sure. So we'll talk more tomorrow, and I'll tell you, we're going to Prince Edward Island for a few days. So Yasmin said, yep, love the interaction and the length is fine. Thank you, Yasmin. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And Jack likes the format. Good. All right, good. I just want to check with y'all. The numbers don't lie. It kind of tells us. So thank you, Monica. I appreciate you. Katie Colgan, good morning. Great to have you here. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up, y'all. Thanks again. And thanks for the affirmation, y'all. Because I just want to do what's best for you guys. That's kind of the gist. So that's how we do it. If rates don't matter, why are there so many? How can they do this deal? And Christina, have a great day, my friend. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.